Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be I'm cheering you on. I believe in you. All right? So, I'll get to that in a second. But I want everybody, close your eyes, relax your body. Know and trust that you're going to be okay. Relax your body so that you can breathe at a normal pace. And I show up every day here to cheer you on. I know you can get better. I believe in you. Why? Because human beings are getting better all the time. You're a human being. And so if you are unconvinced that you have what it takes, borrow my confidence, borrow my belief. I believe in you. You know, I had chronic back pain, sciatica for 13 years, and there was plenty of times when I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Screw it, and just kind of would quit, but I would always come back to it because it was the only thing that made sense. And so, if you are struggling, look, at first when we find out about this mind-body thing, TMS, perceived danger, we go, yay, I'm not broken, I'm not sick. And then we go, oh shit, my brain's doing this? And in some cases, that's more scary and terrifying than thinking, I got a bulging disc in my back. Because at least with that, I can get it fixed, right? I can go to the doctor and they'll do something to me to fix me. And I'm not saying this to scare anybody. Because if your brain can create symptoms, it can and will turn them off when you correct the misinformation and use that better, newer, accurate, truthful information to neutralize the fear. All right? So I believe in you. I know you can get better. Why? I got better. I see countless people around the globe getting better. I get comments on YouTube all the time, Facebook all the time of people saying, oh, I used your stuff to get better. Just go read the book reviews on Amazon for the book Pain Free You, Teach Your Brain to End Your Pain. Go look at the book reviews. People all over the place are saying how much this work has helped them. And it will help you too. And so I'm cheering you on. I show up here every single day with either a video like this or, if I have one, a success story for you to share with you that it is possible to get better. And when you implement this stuff consistently, calmly, credibly, it's not just possible to get better. It's probable that you will get better. It's proven, it's predictable, and I like to say it's your turn, right? It is your turn. And no matter how anxious you are, how scared you are of the symptoms, the fundamentals are there. Understand how this system called the human body works, how the brain works, how the pain system, and how symptoms work. They're warnings. And in the case of most chronic symptoms, they're false alarms. And so it's really important to get that understanding and know, okay, this is how the human body and brain and pain and symptoms work. And then, having ruled out anything catastrophic, significant, life-threatening even, with the medical, professionals out there, that's important, folks. Do that. Make sure you're not dying. I mean, I don't mean to say that to scare anybody, but, heart, lungs, disease, cancers, tumors, if you had a fall or an impact, an accident, make sure you rule out things like fractures because you want to take care of them medically. Set a broken bone so it heals properly, right? Those types of things. Get on crutches if you broke a foot. That type of stuff. And so, once you have ruled out anything significant that requires medical, then we rule in the mind-body aspect, the mind-body cause, the perceived danger, the brain-created symptoms, right? We rule that in with the assessments. Now, Chapter 6 of my book has an assessment there. It's a true-false thing. How many true answers do you have? One or more, it's a mind-body condition. The same or similar questions are on my website, isthispdp.com. PDP stands for perceived danger pain. So is this PDP.com? And even if you don't have pain, answer the 19 questions there. They're bulleted on that page. One or more true answers, and your brain is creating the symptoms, which means your brain can turn them off. That means it's a false alarm. Your body's not really sick or broken. That's the best news ever. If you're afraid of your brain, don't be. Your brain's primary job is safety and survival. Your brain doesn't know how to work against you. Symptoms are not some evil motive to mess with you or make your life miserable. Symptoms are basically a false alarm based on misinformation that there's something wrong with you. But when we know that there's not, because we understand the system and we understand the assessments and have ruled in the mind-body because you've ruled out anything catastrophic, now we can rest easy. Now we can actually go, I'm actually not broken or sick. And that's wonderful news, right? TMS, perceived danger pain, is the best news ever because it's reversible. And your job, my job, is to help you, is to truly understand it and convey safety consistently, credibly, with confidence, with an emotional positivity. Yes, I can do this. And do it consistently, because the mindset is going to lead the way. The accurate knowledge and the mindset and the belief and the trust and the I can do this leads the way. That has to happen. The mindset leads the way before symptoms are going to change. If you are waiting for, crossing your fingers, hoping the symptoms will change so that you can feel optimistic about this journey, you've got it backwards. Because the mindset always needs to lead the way. And the reason for that is that the mind is what's creating the symptoms. So if you don't convince the symptoms, or if you don't convince the mind that the symptoms can and will go away, the same mind that created them isn't going to turn them off. So it's your job to consistently, credibly give accurate, truthful information to your own brain. Big way to do that is, how do you respond when the symptoms are there, when the symptoms increase? And we were just talking about it today in the group coaching. An increase in symptoms, otherwise known as a flare-up, are an amazing opportunity to actually show your brain, I'm not concerned. Yeah, symptoms went up. Oh, got it. But when, not if, when you respond calmly with clarity, and I know what this is, so I'm not concerned, the brain goes, what's Dan doing over there? The symptoms are up. He usually panics, but he's not today. And he's reassuring me of the facts and the truth that this is all a false alarm from perceived danger, not an actual broken body or illness. And with consistency of responding to symptoms as well as you can, and it's a practice, it takes some time. You know, you're going to have some days where you still freak out, but freak out less, panic less, be bothered less, reassure confidently more, remain calm more. It's a practice. It doesn't happen overnight. But it gets easier with time and consistency and practice, because when you start to do this consistently, and you make a commitment to yourself, to show up for yourself consistently, calm and reassuringly, you're going to start to see some holes in the symptoms, meaning you're going to get glimmers. You're going to get little pieces of evidence that this stuff actually can influence the symptoms for the better. And so keep on doing that. And when you start to notice those things, you're going to get the, I'm on the right track. Look what's happening. And that will build your confidence and build your momentum and make you more likely to respond to your symptoms in a better way. It'll make you more likely to begin to shift your attention towards living more and fixing less, right? Because if you're fixing all day long, the only thing the brain can perceive is, wow, Dan's fixing all day long, trying to figure out this pain stuff. It must be serious, right? And so, I am rooting you on. I am cheering for you. And I believe in you. If any human being can get better from a mind-body condition, You can too, because you're a human being too. And many of the success stories, if you go back and listen to them, painfreeyousuccess.com, you will hear people in the beginning of their journey talk about how terrified they were and how anxious they were and bedridden, housebound, some really bad states. And those people got better, which means do your best not to convince yourself that you are beyond recovery, beyond healing. You are beyond too anxious, too broken. I don't have enough trust in myself. My thoughts are getting in the way and my brain won't let me. Well, it's your brain, and you don't have to believe the scary thoughts. Those scary thoughts are just another symptom, just like anxiety is. They're just symptoms of a brain that's scared, perceiving danger. And so with the accurate knowledge of what's going on, the assessments that rule it in, knowing that you've ruled out anything really serious, life-threatening, guess what? You now know what's going on. So instead of panicking because you're afraid of the pain or symptoms, you can say, oh, ouch, really tough today, but I know what it is. And therefore, I am going to choose to respond differently than I used to, because responding with panic, responding with freak out and fear hasn't worked yet, has it? So let's change the strategy and start responding. Yeah, it might be tough, and sometimes all we can do is hang on and breathe. Make yourself comfortable. But know that that wave that is tumbling you will pass. It always does. And so trust it. If your symptoms have been getting worse and worse and worse and worse, look back and notice, well, where has my fear gone? Where has my perceived danger gone? Has my doubt about the cause of the symptoms gone up? Because for some people, when symptoms go up, they immediately fall off of the mind-body train and say, it must be something physical. Most likely, you're going to find a good correlation between your fear levels, your doubt, and your symptoms. So if your symptoms are way up, go back to foundation. What causes them? And does that apply to me? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, I got it. I can use that accurate knowledge to neutralize the fear and know that these are false alarms. And when I get my fear and the doubt under control, things are going to happen for you in a good way. So it's very formulaic, it's predictable, it's reliable. And I will say it's your turn. So I believe in you. I'm cheering for you. I'm rooting you on. I'm your biggest supporter here. And I'm going to keep on showing up every day because I know you can get better. And hell, it's my job. If I know how to help you, it's my responsibility. So I'm going to show up. And I'm going to encourage you. And if you want some one-on-one time where we can actually sit down across a computer screen and have a conversation, consider joining the group. Because then we can talk about your specifics, your specific condition, your specific fears, your specific worries, and do some coaching one-on-one. And the calls, they last a while. I spend 3 hours on each session. I do 4 of them a week. Why? So that we can have a conversation and get in depth on it. It's not like, hey, tell me your thing. Yeah, you can do it. Here's what you do. In 3 minutes, you're done. I mean, some of these conversations with these individuals on the group coaching will last 5, 10, 20 minutes, And if there's a bunch of people there, then, I may need to cut it off at a certain point. But I don't rush you. I don't rush you. So if you want some one-on-one help, consider joining the group. painfreeyougroup.com. If you want it in writing, get the book, painfreeyoubook.com. If you want a video series, dansfaststart.com. And by the way, all these links are going to be in the description of the YouTube video. If you're watching me on Facebook, go over to YouTube, search for Pain Free You, click on the videos link, and then you will see all the videos. And every one of those recent videos has a full set of links in the description. So all the free resources I make available are there. Take advantage of them. So, you folks, you're amazing. You're strong, you're resilient, you keep on showing up for yourself every day. It's going to pay off. I believe you can get well. I believe in you and your ability to work through this process. And I'm cheering you on. So, with that, folks, I love you. Let me know how I can help. Lots of resources available. Maybe we'll see you in the group. If not, we'll see you in the daily video tomorrow. And we'll talk soon. Love you.